Good morning. It's Sunday, December 13th. And today I'm not going to tell you any political stories or anything. I'm not going to tell you anything that you would see in the news even. I'm going to talk to you about 2 episodes that I had with different banks recently. So I'll start with the first one. And this involves Citibank and my wife's Costco card. Now, my wife hasn't been feeling well and she doesn't do any shopping anymore. And even though I invite her to go with me when I have to go out shopping, most of the time she refuses. So she hasn't been in Costco in a very long time. It's got to be close to a year. And I can't use her card because they have rules. If I show up with her card and she's not around to verify that I have legal rights to that card, then I can't use it. But I have my own Costco card, so that's not a problem. And I like shopping in Costco. The bargains are there. The things I need are there. So I have no problem shopping in Costco. So I had a bill from CitiCard. Of course, the bills come to Gertrude, to my wife. So I normally don't look at them too much. But since she's not feeling that well, I'll open this one and I see it's for $203 or something. It doesn't say anything, except there's some late charges on it. And I say, why should it be $203? We haven't shopped there in a year. So I call the customer service number and I get a robot. Now, I know I'm always teased about my computer prowess and that I'm the cause of all these robots, and I accept that in good faith, and I believe in robotics. And I believe that there's nothing wrong with having automated call centers. However, when there is a situation where you must talk to a representative, which was my situation because all the robot call was keep telling me was your balance is XYZ and you have to pay this and you have to pay that. And I'm trying to find out why the balance is even there and what's going on. And I get nothing from them. Absolutely nothing. So I keep asking to speak to a representative and I keep getting ignored. And I called them 4 or 5 times. So I took the bill out and I wrote a nasty note on the top of it saying I wasn't going to pay, and I sent it off to them. And then I get an email that says I'm late and bang and bang and we're going to do this, that, and the other thing. And they said, if you have a problem, just call this number. It's the same number I've been calling, and there's no human that answers it. So that's my story on Citibank. So right now, I'm just waiting for the next thing and until I tell them. And here's the worst part about it. They're charging me late fees on a card that hasn't been used in almost a year. And I'm saying, why didn't they just cancel the card? I don't think I should have to pay late fees just for my membership card. If I bought something, then they have a right to charge me a late fee. But I don't think they have a right to charge a late fee on a membership card. They have the right to cancel the card, and that's what I wish they would have done. So that's my story on Citibank, a major institution. Now, the next major institution is Bank of America. Now, I have a car that I have been leasing from Toyota for 3 years, and the lease is about to run out, and I've decided that I want to buy this car. And this is a nice car. It's a Prius plug-in. I get wonderful mileage. I tell you, in 3 years, I have been to the gas station maybe 6 times. So in any event, I decide I want to buy the car back. And I talked to Toyota, and they give me a rate and everything, and I said, okay. But I know that banks give loans for used cars and stuff. So I go over to Bank of America and I ask to talk to somebody about a car loan. And I get a very nice young lady, very competent, and she's showing me all of the rates for car loans. And they have some rules, which are minor. You know, you can't get a car loan there for less than 4 years, but you can pay it off early and there's no penalties for doing that. So everything is fine. So then she shows me this chart And on the chart, it has a series of different rates depending upon what you're buying, a car, what kind of car you're buying. Not the make and model, but it's whether it's new, whether it's used, or whether it's coming off lease. So I noticed the first thing is for a new car and it's X percentage. And the second thing is for a used car and it's X percentage. And the third thing is for a car coming off lease, which is my situation. And a car coming off lease, they're going to charge me 1 percentage point higher than a used car. So I said to her, why is that? My car coming off lease is a used car. I want the used car rate. She says she doesn't know if she can do that. She goes and talks to her supervisor. The supervisor doesn't know if she can do that either. So in any event, she says, well, we'll take your application and you will hear from us about whether or not you can buy this as a used car. So when I got home, I got an email with a whole list of particulars, which was very nice, very quick. And there was no phone number. There was nothing like that. But then later on in the day when I wasn't around, I don't honestly know where I was because I never heard the phone ring. I got a message from them to call and speak to them about this application. Well, in any event, I make the call to speak to them. And I get a robot. And the robot says to me, something terrible has happened and you won't be able to speak to us for a while. We'll get back to you. So I wait and I wait. And then I call again and I get the same message from the robot. Something expeditious has happened here and we can't talk to you right now. So I wait a little longer and then I call and a nice young lady answered the phone. And I explained to her the problem with the lease buyout versus buying a used car. And she laughs. And she says, I agree with you. It is a used car, but I can't really do anything about it. I said, I understand that. And she gave me a whole series of rates and none of them was really acceptable to me. So I said to her, I want this rate, which was the lowest possible rate that they could give me, which was the used car rate. Right? And if we can't do that, then I'll have to go elsewhere to get the financing that I want. And she was very nice at that. We had a wonderful little conversation, and then we said goodbye to one another, and she said, we'll call you back later today. So that's the situation. So you guys have a good day, and when I get that phone call, I'll include it in one of my next rants. Have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the morning. Bye.